Don't hide your guilt.
Yes.
No, no. Yes. Kindly confirm that you recorded the statement. When did you record? What's the date of it?
I don't remember the exact date, but it was a day or two after the operation.
A day or two after the operation.
Yes, Your Honor.
But you remember that the typed statement looks like, never mind my coloring, this brief. Maybe show it.
Yes.
Confirm that you are not the head of the operation.
I wasn't the head of the operation.
Confirm that you did not know the purpose of the operation at the beginning.
Yes, prior to meeting at Planet, I had no information whatever. Howsoever, what was going to
What
be done. Yes.
at Lanet, once you were briefed, were you told the exact purpose of the operation?
Yes, we were.
Who
By the DCIO Nakuru North by then, Mr. Langat.
did he tell you that he knew of the suspicion firsthand, or was he also informed? Had he been briefed by someone else?
I can't expound on that. All he said that there was intelligence reports that there are people there was a large number of people who had gathered within a
Thank you. I'll get back to that, but I want to ask you this little question. The number of people that were found in that compound were 8.
Yes, Your Honor.
Does the 8 include the gateman, or is the gateman plus 8 others?
8. The whole number including the gate one.
So there were 7 with the gateman. Thank you. In your honest human opinion, is 8 a large number?
8 is not a large number, but the activities had
No, no,
happened.
no. You answered the question. Let me ask the next question, then you can explain.
Okay, Your Honor.
Did you find these people, other than the gateman who was guarding the gate, were they awake? Were they engaged in some activity, or were they asleep?
That much I can't explain because the position that I was at,
Or because you others outside on the problem? Thank you. You say the operation took about an hour.
yeah, approximately. I believe they were winding up because
Yeah, it's all right. Why do you believe so? I'm asking. As they were conducting the searches, you were regarding the 8.
yes, Your Honor.
When you recorded your statement, you believed or knew it to be comprehensive.
The best of my knowledge, yes, Your Honor.
Sorry?
The best of my knowledge, yes, Your Honor.
This morning, in your testimony, you've added new elements which are not in the statement. The first one, you've stated about the time that the gentleman was kind of just started to open. You say now 10-15 minutes.
I just
You are estimating today, that is not in the statement. That's the point.
yes, yes.
The second new element is about the calling of scenes of crime officers, especially Chief Inspector Kuhome Kamole,
Yes, Your Honor.
and the arrival of Wanjao and this calling Hassan.
Hassan, yes.
When were you advised that you would be coming to testify?
I was bonded last week.
Have you had occasion to speak to your seniors about this matter since the bonding?
No, I haven't. All I've done is I've gone through my statement.
With the help of the prosecutor?
By myself, Your Honor.
So, when did you start remembering about this new information that you have added, which is not in the statement?
As I was going through my, when I was bonded, the IO came with the entire police file. So I was able to, apart from my statement, I was able to go through even the covering report, and it refreshed my memory, Your Honor.
Oh, the IO gave you the police report in order to read,
The file,
to go through the file.
I should refresh my mind before I come to
Yes,
court.
yes. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, Your Honor.
Give you the entire file for you to refresh your mind.
Yes, Your Honor.
When was that?
It was last week. I
You
can't,
remember the
I
date?
can't be exact because I did not carry the copy of my bond to attend court. It's a written document that I have signed.
So this information, the new items that you have admitted to introducing, you pick them from other people's statements.
Passed through the covering report. And
No. I'm asking, where did you pick it from? Because it is not in your written statement, and you have admitted, or rather, you have informed the court that you were given the entire file to go through.
Your Honor, all I can say is that I believe my statement is
It is knowledge I want, not belief.
yes. Yes. I I know that my statement is perfect as it is because I was part of an operation team. I've written
Believe you were part of the operation team.
yes, Your Honor.
You were assigned specific duties to be part of the cordon to ensure nobody escapes, isn't it?
Yes, Your
So that this information you are giving us about the ongoings inside the compound and what may have happened and what was recovered is not information that came directly to your personal knowledge because you were outside the compound.
The happenings inside the house, you said. Didn't
You
get it.
said there are two elements or three. You were first outside the house guarding the entire compound.
Yes.
How many officers do you have?
At the condon,
Yes.
I can't really recall the number, Your Honor.
Can't recall the number.
I can't recall
Were
the
you the in
exact
charge?
number.
Were you the in charge of the cordon group?
No, I wasn't. I'm a very junior officer in the police service, Your Honor. Can't be in charge of any operation.
Long ago, when we had a judge called Bagdell, used to receive notes such as those, and then he would jail people. I don't mean I hold you in high esteem. Oh, okay. Thank you. But the days of Bagdell are long gone. Yes. So who was in charge of your group, the cordon group?
If I recall well, it was Inspector Lengopito,
Lengo Pito.
Samson Lengopito.
He was also outside the compound alongside yourselves.
I believe so, yes.
So if I wanted to know the number of people who were assigned the responsibilities of cordon, it is Lengo Pito I would ask.
Yes.
We have had testimony here that these recoveries, the recovered items, were assigned or rather were surrendered to what is officer? Officer to whom they were giving the things they recovered. There is an officer with a name that begins with L. Lobun. Inspector Labun or Lobun. That is the testimony that we have. The testimonies we have had here before. Each time they recovered an item, they would give it to that Inspector Lobun. Are you aware of that?
No, I'm not.
We are now talking about recoveries of 2 firearms, narcotic drugs, some written materials, and other paraphernalia. I'll ask you 2 questions in that regard. How would you classify any substance as a narcotic drug upon recovery or seeing it like this? Why would you say that?
The same forwarded to the government who will clarify if we were right of our suspicion or we were not.
Correct, correct. Have it sent to the government chemist.
Yes, Your Honor.
You're saying out of your experience, how long have you been in the police service?
Close to 14 years now.
As of the time you were recording the statement, the substances, if at all, had not been taken to the government chemist, correct?
Yes, they hadn't.
But you had formed the opinion that they were narcotics.
Not an opinion, but suspicion.
No, if I read to you what you say, the operation took us about an hour or so, and at the end of it, our officers had made recoveries of 2 firearms, narcotic drugs, some written materials, and other paraphernalia.
Yes, Your Honor. Bang is a common
No,
drug.
no, don't go there. I come from Kisi. I I would testify better about Bangi. So at that time, you are confirmed that didn't have access to the recovered items. Inspector Longobun who had the items.
When we got to where the suspects were, where we were guarding them, the items had already been laid one of the tables.
All right. Written materials and other paraphernalia. I want you to describe, or rather to define for the court, what you mean by paraphernalia.
Earlier, I would term it as a collection of.
Just define.
That's what
Because
I'm trying to do.
you're the one who said.
In this case, there were some calabashes and
How many calabashes are there?
I can't recall very well. That is why I didn't go into detail in my statement because
were they more than one?
I'm not sure, but I can remember where there was a number of items. I can't remember the exact number. I can't remember everything that was
there. But I informed the court that you recorded your statement within a day or two of the event.
Your Honor, if I stand to be corrected, Your Honor, but I believe the IO and the investigative team can explain that.
No. I'm talking about what you told the court.
Yes.
You told the court you recorded this statement within a day or two of the event.
Yes, when I got a chance.
I will yield the witness to my colleagues.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
How are you?
Thank you.
Yes. You are aware once you raise the Quran, it is between you and the God.
Very true.
Chapter 33, verse 7 of the Quran. It says, once you raise it, whatever you say must be the truth and the whole truth.
Even before raising it, I should speak.
Yes. So now we want you just to share with us the truth, and that's all. I want to take you to the church sheet. And I want to read for you count 1 to count 8. Count 1 to count 7.
Yes.
They are all about engaging in an organized crime. Now, you said you were informed by intelligence that there was a large crowd. Large crowd means what? Yeah? A large group of people. It also means a multitude. Multitude means more than 100 people, more than 500. Now, did you get a large crowd in that compound?
That day.
No. Remember, we have said you say nothing but the truth. Yes. You get a large crowd.
That specific day, no.
You did not get a large crowd. We've been told that you had been told by the DCI Nakuru North, Mr. Angat,
Yes.
that there could be a meeting, and for that matter, an illegal meeting. Now, or an organized criminal group. Can you tell us briefly what it means in an organized criminal group?
The briefing, it wasn't mentioned that it was a criminal group. It wasn't mentioned. It was mentioned that there's a large number of people, and their purpose of converging together wasn't known. And that is why we were going there for fact-finding missions and any other operation that would follow the fact-finding.
And in fact, to be honest with you, even the motive of the meeting was it explained to you?
Yes, it was for us to go and find out why the people had gathered in that homestead.
No, but did you know the motive of the meeting?
No, later on, or
No, when you were away,
we
you know the
didn't
motive
know.
of the meeting. Because as an officer,
We just approached the homestead like any other scene during an operation. We go precautiously because we can get any uh, anything on the ground.
no, you can be confronted with violence, be honest.
Yes.
But were you confronted with any violence?
On that day, no.
You were never. Now, when the church it says being members of a criminal group, that's count one. Did you found any criminal group?
We found materials.
No, we are talking of group. You find a criminal, like when people talk about Shabab, sometimes we don't resist Mandela because when you resist that they can bomb you. Isn't it? You have fear. Isn't it? So we know there's a criminal group called Al Shabaab, and they are known by their violence. So, did you in this case find any criminal group that was armed, violent, and the militant?
In answering that, I can say we arrested 8 male
No, did you
adults
find a criminal group?
on suspicion of being members of an criminal organization. So it was upon the investigating officers.
No. What made you be suspicious that it was an organized
After
group?
we found after the firearms were found and the paraphernalia I mentioned about, because they were paraphernalias that seemed like they conduct a ritual.
Which paraphernalia did you find?
It was a calabash and some other things that I can't recall very well. But I did mention that in
When it's called Kipler, like our star who broke his record in
Yes, sir.
Belgium. The star, when he comes back, he's given milk, fermented milk, and that. Can you call that paraphernalia? When he's given musik, I think it's called musik. Is that paraphernalia?
Together with the written
Answer my question.
together with the written notes, that is when we formed.
Answer my question. When our
We'll
athletes
call it a calabash, or the Kalenjins have a name for it. But we call it
and
calabash.
it's a cultural artifact.
Yes.
So when it is used by our sportsmen, it is a good artifact. But if you get it elsewhere, it becomes a paraphernalia.
Depends on what
No, but what did you find? Tell us what you found. Because what you found is common articles, cultural articles, which are used by every tribe. No. You were there, my friend, and you are a Muslim. Muslims are respected for saying the truth.
I don't want to preempt.
Yes.
I'm saying
So
what
we
I saw
want,
with
we
my
want
own
to
eyes.
know the truth because you were there. You may end up being the only person who can tell us the truth.
And that is why I'm saying, Your Honor, I don't want to preempt. I want to say what I saw. What I saw with my own
And
eyes.
what I'm asking you,
Yes.
what paraphernalia did you see that made you conclude this was a criminal group?
It was a calabash among other items.
You found one calabash.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Your Honor,
Is that a calabash?
one thing I can
Is that a
wish to
calabash?
do. Yes.
Show us the calabash. The calabash is what we use to make it easily.
Yes. It can be used for many purposes. Yes.
But I don't think you have ever seen a calabash, my friend. Even me at home I have this. That is where I put my milk, nutritional milk. You drink fermented milk. Can you show it to us? Yes. Give him. We want to see. Is that the calabash you are talking about?
This is the calabash.
What shows you that it was being used for a cultural purpose?
Ah, that is why I said
No. Answer my questions. Me, I don't want a lot of things because
together with the written, I can't. This alone I can't say. But when we gather together the same venue of this one with written materials, that is when we.
but you confirm
form
that's
an
not a
opinion.
calabash.
Yes,
That's not a calabash.
that's what I can
You
call it.
confirm
But
it
it
is
can
not
be
a
called any
calabash.
name. But this is what we covered. Whatever it is, this is what we covered.
And that is grown in every home. For a god. It's grown in every home. When it is young, it is eaten as food. When it becomes mature, it is used to ferment milk. Yes. That's why when our athletes come, that is what you are given. It is the highest honor. It is the highest honor you can be given. When milk is put here, it ferments. So this is not a caravan. You confirm that.
My English could be bad.
You confirm that this is not a caravan.
Yes. Okay, I don't confirm, but whatever it is, this is what we found. It can be called a calabash, a gourd, or anything.
And you confirm that this is an innocent product, farming product, which is produced in every home in Kenya. You confirm that it's found in every home as food. Yes. So let me take it. So you confirm that there was no organized group.
I can't confirm. That is why investigations had to be conducted. But we arrested them on suspicion of that.
Now let me ask you,
Yes.
what makes you believe that it was an organized group?
Again, I go back to the written materials we covered.
Where is the
The
written
content
material?
that was
Where is the written material? Because what is an organized group?
organized.
First of all, it must have a constitution, it must have a membership register. Did you recover all those things? Mr.
Some
Smart.
constitutions are not
No, did you recover
are not
constitution?
necessarily. Some laws and constitutions are not
Did
necessarily
you
written.
recover bylaws of this organization? Did you recover bylaws of this organization?
I didn't go through the material in depth, but
Did you,
the,
did you,
the little that I picked up,
did you recover
it
membership
insinuated.
register?
That's what I'm trying to explain. That the
No,
materials we recovered, they had like minutes of the previous day
no,
of
but
a meeting that had
did
taken
you
place.
recover their register where their members are listed?
I'm not certain, but
They are not certain. Did you recover their bylaws? Something like something a document that binds them together.
that can be explained by the
No,
ILO.
did you see it yourself? Because you were there, you said they were placed on a paper. My friend, answer my questions. Answer my questions. Did you recover? Did you did you recover a written document, a constitution or their bylaws or their rules from the meeting? You are not certain. Okay. Let us go to count 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And I will ask you combined questions. It is saying they were found in possession. In possession. Where did you find the people, the 8 people?
They were from different houses
Within the compound.
within the compound. Yes, sir.
So you found them outside the main house.
I believe there were some who were in the main house.
No, but how many were found in outside
In the
the main
outer, in
house?
the outer houses.
Yes.
Can't be very certain.
You can't
I
be
don't
very
have the
certain.
memory of that.
You can't be very certain. So you don't know.
Yes, I'd say I don't remember.
Yes. But the majority of the people were found in the houses outside the main house. Because the main house was locked. Isn't that correct?
Could be.
Yeah. So all the 8 were outside the main house.
I'd say the compound is big, and where I was positioned.
No, answer my question.
Yes,
All the 8 were found outside the main house.
I can't recall that, and I don't want to.
My friend, you were there.
That is
You
why
were
I'm
in charge of the
explaining. It
cordon.
was a very large homestead,
You were in,
and you can see each and every part of it from
what time? What time
certain
of the
points.
day was it?
Yes,
What time of the day was it?
it was still. It's called dashboard. It was early mornings. The light hadn't hit yet. It was still dark. But
So it was dark.
morning. Yes,
Very dark.
not very dark.
Mm.
It was getting to morning,
Could
but
you
it
see?
was still
Could
dark.
you see 20 meters away at night?
20 meters.
20 meters is like from here to the door.
Yeah, that much you could have seen.
You could see from where you are to the door.
Yes,
So it was dark.
it was dark. Yes,
It was dark. Now you confirm that the 8 were arrested in outside buildings.
I've not confirmed. I've said I can't remember well. With all due respect, I can't remember well. Because my sole purpose
So the
was to
8,
support the operation.
I put it here, the 8
Yes.
cannot be in possession when they were arrested in the outside buildings because the items were found in the main house.
Whoever
Isn't that
arrested,
correct?
I believe each and every individual there was arrested by a certain police officer. Your Honor, I believe each and every individual there was arrested by a certain police officer, and they can show particularly. So those police officers can
No,
explain.
the church doesn't tell us where who arrested who. They are just
I believe in the statements of other police officers, people have mentioned who arrested who or who recovered what.
but do you know who were arrested outside the compound?
No, I don't. Outside the compound, that
No, outside the main building.
no, I
Because
don't
there were
know. I
buildings.
don't know
You don't know.
that much detail. Yes,
So you confirm that these items you are talking about, the bangi, the gun, and the other things were discovered in the main house.
I saw them later in the
In the
main.
main house. So they could not have been possessed by people who were outside.
I don't know where they were recovered exactly. I'm not.
You don't know where they were recovered.
Yes, where they were recovered. Yes.
But you do remember that when they were recovered, you were in the main house.
If I can explain myself a little, the purpose of the condom that I
No, no,
was
no. Where
stationed
were
to
you when
do.
they were recovered?
Yes,
When these items were recovered, where were you?
I was still at my position of condom. That is why I'm explaining.
So you never witnessed any recovery.
In a condom, you can be positioned for two purposes:
Please answer my
to
question.
prevent escape from inside or to prevent attack from outside.
I don't want you to create your questions.
Yes.
My question to you is this.
Yes.
Did you witness any recovery?
I didn't witness the recovery.
You
I
did
saw
not
the
witness
recovered
any
item.
recovery.
Yes.
That is sufficient. So now my question to you is this, as a reasonable person, if items were recovered in the house and the 8 were found outside the main house, can they be alleged to have been in possession?
I don't want to be that.
No, I want you to answer that question. You are a reasonable human being. I want you to answer that question. You are the one who was there. Don't evade it.
Yeah, before a court of law, we should not just engage in
My
conversations
friend
that I
Caesar,
can put myself in a
answer my
position that
questions.
is
Your
not.
duty is to answer my questions.
Yes.
The judge it says you are in possession. And my question to you is this. Can you be in possession
Yes.
when you were found outside the building and these items were found inside the building? Can you be in possession? If you're even using common sense.
No, in common sense, you can't.
You
But
can't.
in
Yeah,
this case that
you
we
have
are,
answered my
we are not
question.
we
You have
are
answered my
dealing about
question.
this case, Your
Wait
Honor.
for the
Your Honor,
next question.
we are talking about the case at hand.
Your Honor, the witness will save us a lot of time. Maybe we can wait for our questions, the answers, and we move on. You have answered my question. Now, the second question I want to ask you about is you confirm that Maina and Njenga and the other four, the other three, I think, were not there in the house.
The other three,
Among the 8 people you had, it is not include Maina and Njenga.
no, he wasn't there.
He was not there.
Yes.
Now, in that context, then, can you arrange that Maina and Njenga and the other three who were not there was found in possession of cannabis sativa?
I don't know
Can
the
you
other.
in possession when you are not in situ?
I don't know the other three that we're talking about.
I'm talking about the ones who were arrested after. That's why I'm telling you the other three, so that we move faster. So now it is being alleged that they were in possession, number one, number count 8, they were in possession of a firearm without a license. Can you be in possession when you are not even present? You are a police officer. Say it.
And if it was found in your premises,
Yeah?
it was found in your premises and in a motor vehicle, you have to explain how it got there.
You have to explain how it got there. That is sufficient. Did you inquire about who is the owner of that house?
Yes. When we arrested the eight, we inquired and they informed us that that is when they informed us it was the house of Mr. Maina and Njenga.
Why did you put that in your statement?
Because as I said, I didn't want to get much into the investigative
No, is
part.
that in your statement?
No, it isn't.
It is not.
You're the one who was asking me a question.
Okay, so did you check the title? Did you inquire about the title of the premises?
We were just operational, an
No, my
operational
question
team.
is, did you inquire about the title?
Personally, I did not.
You did not. Did you inquire about the tenancy or lease agreement of the premises?
Again, personally, I did not.
You did not. So you have no basis whatsoever to allege that it belongs to Maina Njenga. You have any basis?
That is why the team would later on follow up with the investigation.
No, for you, as you testified today, do you have any
Myself
basis?
as a man, no, I didn't.
You don't have.
Don't have
You
any.
don't have. So there is another count 9. Count 9 being in possession of ammunition. Can you be in possession of ammunition when you are not even present?
As I had explained earlier, if it is found within your premises, even in your absence, you have to take responsibility and explain how it got there and why it is there.
And you have explained that you never inquired who is the owner of that premises.
Personally, I did not.
You did not. Then, being in possession of an imitation firearm, can you possess when you are not even present as a police officer?
The answer is
Possession
the
it
same as
means
the
when
other one.
something is found in your body, in your pockets. That is possession. So
Found
can
in-
you possess when you are not even there?
It is found again. It was found in.
Eh?
It was found in
Whose home state? Is it their home state? No. Do you have any evidence indicating that that is their home state?
by the investigative team. Again, the moment we left the home,
Do you have any evidence showing that that is their home?
yes,
Do you have any evidence showing that that is their home?
I believe the investigative team
No. Do you have
can do a
yourself?
better job explaining that.
We
Personally,
will
no.
ask the investigating officer. Don't tell us
Personally, no.
about the IO. Do you have any evidence?
Personally, no.
You don't have. Now, you've talked about the when you arrived at the gate, you have indicated that the gate manipulated you 10 to 15 minutes. Is that in your statement?
Isn't.
It isn't.
Yes.
Something you are adding today.
Not adding, I was
No,
just
it's okay. You have said it is not.
I was just
You
approximating.
have also, in your statement, meaning today you have told the court that some scene of crime came. Did you see them take photos?
Again, I was outside when
Did you see them take photos?
No,
That's my
personally,
question.
no.
You never saw them. So can you confirm that in your statement you don't mention anything about scene of crime?
Yes, I did.
Yeah?
I didn't. I
You
didn't.
did not mention. These are afterthoughts. Is that what you were called this morning to come and tell us?
I mentioned what is important is what is in the
It's okay. You said that you were given the entire file by the IO.
As a police officer, I have access to.
No, I know. You have a right. You can even arrest me.
No,
You have arresting
not
powers.
without an offense.
You have arresting powers, I know,
Yes.
and a lot of inquiry powers. But my question to you is this. When you were given the file, you must have looked at the investigation diary. You acquaint yourself with what happened.
Yes.
You looked at the investigation diary.
I looked at the file. I can say
You just perused. When you
yes,
peruse,
I
you peruse.
perused.
My
I
friend, you are a
perused.
Muslim. Tell us the
Yes,
truth.
perused.
You perused, you saw, you looked at the investigation diary, you looked at the covering report. Yeah?
I perused. I may have seen many documents.
You also
But
saw
what I
the
was concerned about
you saw the
was
police experts.
what I was concerned about was my
No, no,
statement
no.
and what
Just
I had
follow
written.
me, and we'll move faster.
Yes.
You also looked at the police experts in the
No,
file.
I didn't.
You looked at them.
The exhibits.
No,
They
no,
are
no.
here and we
The
recovered them.
documentary.
I didn't have to go back. With all due respect, we have a lot of work within the station that it is hard for you
What
to
I'm
sit
asking
and
you is, what and what did you produce in the file?
my
That's my
statement.
simple question.
If that could be enough to you, I checked my statement and I went through the covering report.
Covering report.
Yes.
When you read the covering report, what was the basis the IO used to charge the suspects? Because the covering report gives the rationale, the reason why he formed an opinion that he had sufficient evidence to charge the suspect. What was the basis?
That one he should explain himself because
No,
he's
but
the one who did the covering report.
you read the covering report.
I would stick with the content in my statement.
No.
If I added any other statement, any other detail today that you feel is uncomfortable for you, we can leave it out and use what is in the police.
But what I'm saying, you read the covering report.
Statement. Yes.
You read the covering report.
Yes, I did.
And what we are asking you a simple question
The
is,
IO should discuss
what,
that. As a lawyer, with all due respect,
what opinion did the IO form?
as a lawyer, with all due respect, the IO should discuss that with you. It should be the IO and the person in charge of the file who should.
Why are you being evasive?
I'm
You
not
are
being
on oath.
evasive. No, yes,
It
I'm
is a
not.
simple, straightforward question. If I read a document now and I'm asked you, what have you discerned from that document? I will just explain in one sentence what I've understood. So we are
They were
asking you,
charged because of the
when you
recovery.
read the covering report, what informed the IO to charge the
The
suspect?
recoveries, I believe it's the recoveries we made and the materials we recovered.
Now you said Inspector Samsoni Lopogito
Yes,
was in charge of
not a condom.
the outer compound. And there were two other officers. Who were the other two officers?
Uh, the other two officers were PC Amos and PC Wafula.
PC Amos and PC Wafuro.
Yes,
Are they witnesses in this case?
I'm not sure.
They are not sure. Okay. You've also mentioned that the DCIO Wesley Langat had received intelligence. Did he describe to you the mode of intelligence he received? Through the phone, through a letter, through photos, through what? Did he describe it to you? The briefing. What did he tell you?
Just said there was an intelligence report
Of a
about
large
the people.
gathering.
Yes.
Were you surprised when you found just 8 people? Because 8 people is not a large gathering. Are you surprised? Because that was the first lie. You should have asked your boss, why did you tell us that there was a multitude and we have only discovered there are 8 people?
The materials recovered in their possessions again
Huh?
had notes of meetings that had a meeting that had happened the previous day.
No, but the 8 people are not a multitude.
The notes again, if you go through the notes with the IO, you'll find that it mentions, I believe it mentions of the number of the people who were present. There was a list, a long list of people.
Now you said when you reached the compound, you divided yourself into 3 groups. What were the 3 groups?
I wasn't particular that it was 3 groups, but it was, we were divided into groups.
How many groups?
All I can remember, there was a team that was left at the gate. There was us, the outer cordon, and then there was the search team.
The search team. The search team comprised police officers.
Yes, we were all police officers.
You were all police officers. You were armed,
Yes,
all of you.
I believe everybody was armed. I
Okay.
personally was armed.
So you say each group was given duties and responsibilities.
Yes.
Did they report back?
Did they?
They report back after the operation so that you had a feedback on how.
Again, as I said, I wasn't in charge of the operation, so nobody would give me a feedback.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Now I want you to describe to us when you went at the compound. What was the nature of the structures? Because you are saying houses outside the main building. How were they? Can you describe to us the structures?
The layout of the compound.
Those other structures, were they made of mud, of timber,
They were
or,
made of
or iron sheets?
They were made of timber.
Or they were made of timber.
Timber walls and iron roof.
Mm-hmm. Did they have lighting?
I can't recall very well, but I remember the main house was lit.
Eh?
The main house was lit, but I don't remember the wooden the timber structures. If they had
They didn't have
lights.
lights. So which light did you use to enter?
We had our flashlights.
Oh, you had flashlights. You mean torches?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. How many did you have?
I don't know how many, but everybody carried their own. I personally had a.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, in your conclusion, you never found these people hostile.
None that I know. None was
You
hostile.
never found them abusive or arrogant.
No.
Were they rude to you
I
when you told them they are
when
under
I
arrest?
when I guarded them, they weren't rude.
Did they resist?
They were already they had already been um, sat down, so
They never resisted.
there was no resistance.
They obeyed all your commands.
Yes, they did.
When you left the scene in Nakuru, which mode of transport did you use?
I personally I got back into our vehicle, the DCI Nakuru West vehicle.
Okay, and the suspects?
They were they were carried by one of the station vehicles. I can't remember if it was Lanet police station vehicle.
So in total, how many vehicles were there?
I can't recall well, but I remember that the DCI Nakuru North team had a vehicle. Lanet police station had a vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
We DCI Nakuru West had a vehicle.
Mm.
That's the much I can remember.
And the uniformed officers?
Yes,
The uniformed
they
officers?
were using the Lanet Land Cruiser.
They were using the Lanet vehicle. Now, ordinarily, when you went there, their neighbors around that area. Did they come out? Yeah?
There was
Yeah?
there's one young man who came in as we left, and he said that he was a neighbor, and he wanted to find out what was happening, and he said take care of the compound instead of leaving it without any care because we had taken all the occupants.
You took all the occupants. And did you lock the compound?
That is why when the neighbor came, we were stranded at first, but when the neighbor came and he said that he works in that homestead, we left it.
Did you get particulars of his name?
I believe the concerned, because as I said, we had gone
No,
to
did you take the
reinforce
particulars of his
operation.
name? The
Yes?
details of his name?
No, I didn't.
You did not. Is he a witness in this case?
I'm not sure.
Hmm. Yeah. Okay, I will leave the rest of the questions to my learned colleague. Your Honor,